And who are we speaking with today?
Hi, my name is Jediah Davis.
Man, tell us a bit about yourself.
I was in Grant City my whole life. I had it rough growing up, a lot of poverty around here. My dad used to, my dad was a drug addict, and a drug dealer. He used to cook dope. My mom, she ended up getting prescribed hydrocodone for her pregnancies after she had me and my sister about a year apart. And she got hooked to them because at that time they were giving them out so crazily. She was getting 120 hydrocodone tins a month, plus somas and Xanax on top of it. So my mom was a drug addict as well. My dad beat her a lot, rough childhood.
How was it in the household? Was your mom and dad in the same household?
Yes, we were in the same household for like a couple of years on and off.
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately, like my dad would end up going to prison for a long period of time and end up getting out. So the very last time that he went to prison, he picked up my mom by her neck, threw her across the room. I called my grandma. She was on the way to get us. We got there. We all got in the car. He picked up the bat, got on top of the car, was smashing into the windshield. Oh, backtrack a little bit. He picked up my grandma and threw her in against the couch too. But yeah, it was a whole big old crazy scene. He went to prison for 7 years over that. I think I was like 14 or 15 when I got out. When he got out, I was so excited to see him. I thought things were gonna be cool. Things were cool for a minute actually, but he ended up getting with my mom's friend. He became an iron worker, and he's making good money. I was supposed to become an iron worker with him, but things started falling apart when him and her was having issues in the household. He was, I guess, the girl that he had married, that was my mom's friend, she got on drugs, and he's an ex-drug addict as well, so he followed right behind. So it was kind of like I'm seeing these events happen over and over and over and over again. And me and my sister are trying to be the ones, to fix the generational curse, the generational karma, stop it right there. So I was living without electric for the past 6 months. I stay right here, literally a block away on Grand. Like I could walk here and be here in 3 minutes. But yeah, that's my story to now. Right now, I'm seeking work. I'm supposed to go up to the temp service today and get a warehouse work because I know if you get a badge, or you can get a badge that same day you go in, and you can start the work like the day after or the day after that. So I'm hoping to be working here in the next couple of days, and they get paid weekly, but they always hold the first check behind. So be about 3 weeks till I see a check, but after that, I'm gonna be good.
What schools did you go to growing up?
I went to Niederinghaus Elementary. I went to Frohart Elementary for a while. At the time when I went to Frohart, my grandpa, Virgil Kimbarian, was the principal there at the time. Coolidge, obviously Coolidge Middle School. I went to the high school, dropped out in sophomore year, I think it was. Yeah.
What caused you to drop out?
Streets.
Who introduced you to the streets? And what were you doing in the streets that you couldn't go to school?
Selling weed, dumb shit, shit I wasn't supposed to be doing at that age,
Who introduced you to that lifestyle, man?
I seen my dad do it growing up my whole life, He was drug dealer, drug user. Mom was a drug user, and I vowed to stay away from that. But then I just took a hit of pot one day I liked it. My friend gave it to me, and I'm thinking, okay, it's just the pot. It's not like all the pills, all the crazy stuff my parents were taking. So I'm smoking the pot. I think the pot's okay, and I'm selling pot here and there, and I'm like, you know what, fuck, I'm just gonna drop out and sell pot, get a job. I'll go get my GED, and I got a girlfriend at the time too, and it was hard to, I spent time with her, do that all at the same time. So I just said, fuck it, dropped out. But I did go to SWIC, and I got 3 of the classes done to get my GED. I'm just one away, which is the math one. I failed the math one by 2 points, so if I retake that math one and I pass it, my GED is good. So I'm planning to do that here soon. But yep.
What jobs have you had, Mr. J, over your lifetime?
Okay. I was a cook at a nursing home, and I also was uh working towards becoming a CNA. Let's see. I worked fast food. Warehouses. I worked at all the warehouses, all the ones you could think of. Uh, a little bit of construction jobs, my dad here and there, like going in houses, painting, drywall, all that kind of stuff. That's about it.
What's your relationship like with your sister?
Um, it's rocky, but we love each other.
Why is it rocky?
She's going through a lot right now. I'm going through a lot right now. She's got bipolar, so sometimes she comes off in a way that she don't mean to come off, and she'll be talking to you, and she'll be screaming at you and making you feel like shit, and she doesn't even realize it, So I'll be snapping back, and she won't understand why I'm mad. So we get to a whole thing where it shouldn't have been nothing at all. So.
What's your relationship like with your mom?
That's my best friend right there. My grandma, she was the one that really, really raised me, and she died about a year ago. She had cancer, and it's been rough for me this year, but it made me a lot stronger, and I'm learning to deal with it each and every day. But I could see how fast in the blink of an eye things can change. Like life can change so quick. You're comfortable one minute, and you go to bed and wake up, and the next day your whole life's different. It changes your worldview.
What are some of the things that your grandmother taught you growing up, man, that you still remember?
She taught me to just live the right way. Always make an honest dollar. Go to school, make a way for yourself. Don't follow the path that my mom and my dad they went down. Make something for yourself. You be great. You have it in you. Just follow your dreams, and just don't give up, and something will happen. You just gotta keep pushing, and eventually you'll get there.
What kind of advice could you give a young guy who's thinking about dropping out of school and getting out into the world? And
don't do it, man. I mean, I only had 2 years left. Them 2 years, when you're young, them 2 years seem like a lot of time. But as you get older, those 2 years they fly right by. Just go ahead and get your actual diploma. Let your mama, let your family, let them see you get that cap and gown. Go down the right path. There's nothing for you out here, man. These people don't love you. It's a dog eat dog world out here. It's nothing to play with. You just do the right thing, and you'll end up making a lot more money going that route than staying out here making the fast money in short amounts of time. If you just wait and do it the right way, you'll be making a job. You have a job where you'll be making $40, $50 an hour. You want to hurt for nothing.
And we appreciate you, Mr. J, taking the time out to speak with us. And if there's anything you want to leave us on the close out, any advice, wisdom, knowledge, now's the time you could say.
Yeah. I don't know about this, but I feel like we all need to come together, because I feel like we're like in the end times. Biblical prophecy is everywhere. What's happening in Mecca? What's happening over in Israel? Donald Trump becoming president. A lot of things are going on behind the scenes in this world that's being set up, and it's not for the common citizen. It's not for the one percenters, or whatever they call themselves, the 1% that have all the money. It's not for the common. It's not for the common people. It's not for our best interest. Just while you can, while things are still the way they are, man. Love your family. Just make the best out of it, because soon this could be a battleground out here. It could really be, you know, World War III. We dropping nukes on each other, all kinds of. It's getting bad. I really feel like the end is coming soon. But just get right with Christ. Get right with Christ. That's all I can tell you is just get right with Christ. Because when you go, there ain't no second chances. You know, you gotta get good with God. Because when you die, you can't repent after. You know, you gotta do it while you're here. But that's my message.
We appreciate you, Mr. J. Thank you so much, man.